As the conflict in Ukraine grinds into its third year, Donald Trump is recalibrating his approach toward Russia with a more aggressive public posture, signaling frustration with Moscow's defiance and suggesting tougher responses, including a potential 200% tariff plan. This new tone marks a sharp departure from his previous ambivalence toward Vladimir Putin, especially as the GOP base demands a firmer strategy. At a recent campaign event, Trump sharply criticized Putin, calling him charming but deceptive, adding that no charm counts when missiles are raining down on cities. According to The Guardian, Trump's rhetoric is a mix of populist bluster and political recalibration aimed at consolidating right-wing support, while attempting to appear decisive on foreign policy. Though Secretary of State Marco Rubio has engaged in backdoor diplomacy with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, most efforts have produced no breakthroughs, with Russia rejecting ceasefire proposals that could provide Ukraine a window to regroup militarily. In July, Trump unveiled a startling shift in military aid logistics, announcing that U.S. weapons bound for Ukraine would now be funneled exclusively through NATO channels. At a press briefing, Trump claimed that NATO would bear 100% of the funding for these arms, a statement NATO officials neither confirmed nor denied, though they did admit to ramped-up transfers of systems like the Patriot missiles. Politico and Foreign Policy report that these statements are part of Trump's long-standing demand that European allies shoulder a greater share of defense costs. However, his erratic decisions, including a sudden halt to aid in February after accusing Zelensky of dragging the U.S. into an unwinnable war, have exposed the administration's unstable strategy. Despite these interruptions, the pressure from defense lobbyists and NATO diplomats forced Trump to resume arms shipments, especially after Ukrainian cities were hit with intensified Russian strikes. As per the New York Times, Trump's reversals are driven more by political optics than long-term planning. The Kremlin, meanwhile, has seized on Washington's disjointed signals, branding Trump's stance as inconsistent and opportunistic. Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov told RI Novosti that Moscow sees no sincerity in American diplomacy, accusing Washington of using peace negotiations as smokescreens while continuing its military buildup. Kremlin-controlled media like Sputnik and RT have emphasized the contradictions between Trump's campaign rhetoric promising an end to the war in 24 hours and the continuing escalation of U.S.